What's up, YouTube? Before we get into this video, if you haven't done so already, I want you to stop what you're doing, subscribe to the channel by pressing the button that says subscribe down below on your screen, ring the notification bell, that's the little bell-shaped icon, push that, hit the thumbs up, and comment down below for any ideas you'd like to hear me discuss in future videos. And at the end of the video, comment down below with what you thought about this video. So, what we're going to discuss in this video is, a lot of men call this I don't cuss, but I'll just spell it out for you, an SHIT test. I call it a tension test. Women subconsciously, it's a psychological thing. It's not necessarily in the forefront conscious section of their mind. It's not something that they're thinking, I'm going to test this dude. Some of them do, but most of them, it's subconscious and psychological. It's something that they don't even know they're doing, but they all do it, every one of them. Some to way greater degrees, some to lesser degrees, depending on the person and their personality type. But these tension tests come in many forms, but very, very rarely is there a unique one. It's like they're reading from the same freaking script, because they're sociologically conditioned to do it in certain ways in our culture here in America. So one of the common tension tests that they will give you, unless you've got one of the very, very rare high quality women that give you less problematic tension tests, but most women are, if this is the perfect woman, you know, most women are down here on the scale of quality. Usually the prettier, the lower down here they are, because they think that they can get away with more, and they're right in most cases, because most men are weak. But some of them will get up closer and closer and closer to the, you know, perfect woman, if there was such a thing. There's no perfect people, but by the standards that we're talking about in this video, of the least dramatic, least drama causing, least testing you, and when they are testing you, it's more reasonable tests, this would be the ideal woman. And you know, some men have that rare woman that's up here somewhere, and they're not testing you that much, and in the ways they are testing you, it's in logically sane ways, kind of. But most of them are going to be down here. And the closer you get to a girl that you like met at a club or at a party or something like that, the more they're going to be down here in this crazy erratic, you know, borderline psychotic zone. And they will give you the same, anyone below this level is going to give you the same script of tension tests over and over and over, no matter how many women you meet. Doesn't matter if you talk to 2 of them or 2 million of them. Doesn't matter if you've dated 0 or 10,000. It makes no difference. It's like they read from the same script, okay? And one of the most common tension tests they will give you is, they will tell you, you know, I like to go out to the club. I like to go to parties. It's not about the guys. It's not about the attention. I'm not seeking validation. I'm not looking for phone numbers and guy friends to pretend to be my friend. I'm not looking for other dates or other guys to date. I'm not looking for their numbers. They're just forcing them on me and sticking them in my pockets and taking my cell phone and entering it in there, and I can't delete them and all this bullcrap. They'll tell you one of the most common tension tests is, I just like to dance. It'll go something like this. You had a night planned with her that you were going to stay at your house, you know, spend the night, you know, watching movies or whatever y'all do. And she'll tell you, oh, I just got a text from my girlfriends. They invited me to go out to the club such and such with them, or to this house party that such and such guy that we all know is throwing. You tell her, hey, what's up with that? I don't really like that you keep wanting to go to these clubs, hang out with these guys. You like to dress in skimpy clothes in front of them that you don't even wear when we're on dates privately with me at my house, but you want to wear it in front of them and show off your body and get all this male attention. And she'll always, without fail, say, it's not about the guys. It's not about their attention. I don't even like their attention. I wish they'd stop giving me attention. I just like the atmosphere. I just like to dance with other girls. Can't I just have fun and dance with other girls? Do you have to be so controlling? Do you have to be so emotional? She'll flip it on you as if to say, hey, listen, if you're so insecure that you can't handle me going out and just dancing with girls, that makes you weak, is what she's trying to imply there. It's like a reverse psychology mind game that she's playing with you. It's where you're like, am I weak and self-conscious if I don't want her to strip and twerk in front of other men and simulate sex acts to the beat of music in front of other men? Man, maybe I am insecure. That's what they're trying to get you at, okay? And like I said, there's a subconscious reason that they're doing this that they don't even know. A lot of women don't even know they're doing this at all, let alone if you ask them why they're doing it, can they tell you? You don't look to women for the answer to these questions. You look to psychologists, sociologists, people that study the human mind and how it behaves in certain scenarios, in game theory and things like that. Game theory is like a mathematical and scientific psychological method of knowing if you do this, then somebody else will react this way 9 times out of 10. If you do that, they'll react this way 9 times out of 10. Those are the people that you go to find the answers to the whys of these types of scenarios, okay? And the reason that women are doing this, these tension tests or these SHIT tests, is because they're trying to test you for several different reasons and in several different ways that they don't even consciously know of. One of the reasons is they're trying to see if you're weak. Meaning if you're going to put up with just any kind of bullcrap that's unreasonable nonsense, axiomatically, like it's self-evident nonsense, but that if you're pushed and backed into a corner, if you're going to put up with it, because she knows subconsciously if you'll put up with her bullcrap and let her force you into scenarios where you're in the right and she's in the wrong, but you let her win just because she's pretty or just because you don't like confrontation, she's subconsciously learning from your behavior, from you teaching her, that you're the kind of person that can be backed into a corner by your boss, by other men, by other women, and that kind of person cannot be trusted to bear children with, because he's not going to protect you or your children. He's not going to stand up for you. He's not even going to stand up for himself. And so that's one thing that they're testing for right there. Another thing that they're testing for when they do this is they're trying to see how you, if you stand up for yourself, which is what they want you to do. They actually don't want you subconsciously. Consciously, they want you to let them go do their thing. Subconsciously, they want you to put your foot down, say no. But they want you to do it in a safe way because you're a man and she's a woman, okay? So, because you're a man and because she's a woman, if she agitates and irritates you enough, she wants to know that, yeah, you're not going to put up with her bull crap, but you're not dangerous physically either. You're just not going to put up with her bull crap. So the worst you're going to do is say, you know what, we don't see eye to eye on this worldview, and I don't think we're compatible. I'm going to need you to get your things and be on your way and go find you a boyfriend or a husband that's going to deal with this kind of crap and be happy with it. It's not going to be me. They don't want you to start. Sometimes they want you to, raise your voice a little bit because women are weird and they view that as passion. Like if you're not yelling sometimes, then you don't love them or care enough to get riled up. But they don't want it to get to a certain degree, where they want it to be like where they're throwing stuff, which you should never put up with, where they're breaking stuff, where they're pushing or touching you, which you should never put up with. But just to know that you're not going to do the same back to them and throw something at them, push them. They want you to, consciously, they want you to put up with them doing that stuff. Subconsciously, they don't want you to. And whether they want you to or not, don't do it. But subconsciously, they want to know that even if you were putting up with some of that crap sometimes, that you're going to stand up for yourself and put your foot down, but without being physically dangerous. So that they know that you will protect them from other people's bullcrap, but you will never yourself be a threat to them, to where she needs protecting from your physical bullcrap, okay? So these are subconscious, psychological, and sociologically proven reasons why women will do this. And there's other ones that I'm going to talk about in my next video about the emotional will. It's a psychological concept about how men and women are different and what they want emotionally is different, and why women will seemingly out of the blue start to what looks to us like an illogical fight, why they'll do that and how to stop it. That's going to be the next video. But as far as this video, the subject matter is when a woman tells you, oh, I don't like the guy's attention, I don't like when they look at me in my skimpy dress that I'm half naked, if not fully naked in. I don't like it, that they're staring at me in less than a bra and panties at the swimming pool. It's just an unfortunate side effect of I like to dance, or I like to, swim at the lake, and I have to be naked while I'm doing it because society says so. You put your foot down and say no. And you do not continue dating or seeing a woman who does not get with your program. And life in a relationship with a man and a woman romantically, you need to look at it, what society is telling you to look at it like is, you're like a newbie producer, okay? You're like a newbie director to a movie, and Angelina Jolie has agreed to bless you with her presence in your movie, and you know that her being in your movie is going to make your career. That's what society tells you to look at a woman like and treat her like. What you should look at a woman like and treat her like, and what subconsciously she wants you to look at her and treat her like, is you are freaking Steven Spielberg. You are the director and producer of this high budget film that is a career maker, and she is the newbie actress that is going to be auditioning for your movie. She wants a role in your movie. She needs to get with your program. And if she gives you any kind of bull crap that Steven Spielberg wouldn't put up with from some waitress with a pretty face that wants to be an actress, Steven Spielberg would say, yeah, she's very pretty. She's a 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. And so are those other 3.5 billion women that want this role, that are just as good or better actresses than her. And I don't have any reason to be in a scarcity mindset with this woman. I'm not putting up with any of her crap. I've got an abundance mindset, and I can replace her in a heartbeat with somebody else that wants and deserves to be in this movie by getting with my program. That's what you should do, and that's subconsciously what all women want you to do. Some will admit it consciously. Those are women that you would call feminine and submissive, traditional women. Some women subconsciously, but even feminist, mouthy, rebellious women subconsciously. Sorry about that. My phone stopped recording. But yeah, even feminist, mouthy, rebellious women subconsciously want you to stand up for yourself and make them get with your program. And the few that really, really don't want that consciously so much that it overrides their actual nature of subconsciously, you need to get rid of them and replace them with one of the billions of women who will do that. Okay? So, here's what you need to do in order to do that. Okay? If a woman, like I said, in your mindset, you need to get it that you're Steven Spielberg, this is your high budget production, you are the career maker of the famous, and this beautiful waitress with some acting skills wants to be in your movie. You don't let her tell you how you're running your program. You don't let her tell you how she's going to behave inside of your program. It's my movie. You can be in it so long as you get with my program, so long as you're ready to read from my script, so long as you're ready to play the role I give you. And if she can't do that, treat her like Steven Spielberg would treat that waitress, and get her on moving and replace her with one of the billions of qualified, beautiful women who want to replace her in her role as an actress in your movie of your life. If she can get with it, then great. Okay? So, here's what you do. And you're not doing this for a specific outcome. You're not doing this because every time it's going to work out that she's like, wow, he's so masculine, I'm going to get with his program, and I'm just going to stop going to clubs and stuff. No, a lot of times, a lot of women are going to tell you, listen, you can go screw yourself, and I can go find some other guy that'll put up with my crap. And your response to that should be, bye, go find him. You don't even need to find him. I already know he's in your inbox and he's in your text messages. Just go pick which one it is and go with him. There's millions to choose from. Bye. Don't care. Don't do this because you think that it's some psychological art of war, Sun Tzu, manipulation tactic that will work every time and get every woman to do what you want. No, what it is it's a screen and a filter to get the woman out of your life that will not do what you want and get with your program, and replace them with the women who will happily and gladly do what you like and get with your program. Those are called feminine, submissive, traditional women, the kind that all men throughout world history went for, and the only kind they would put up with. Now you've been trained for a whole lifetime to be feminine, so you're putting up with masculine women who are playing your role. And then what are you there for? If you're not there to be the masculine one when you're the man, then your choices are either to be the feminine one when you're not the female, or to find someone who is actually looking for a masculine man and then be the man. So this is what you do when a woman puts you in that situation. She looks at you and she tells you, listen, why are you being so controlling? Why are you being so controlling? I just want to dance. I just like the atmosphere at the club. It's just the music and the other girls and the having fun with the ladies. I just like to have fun with other girls. I just like to dance with other girls, and I just like the music. It's not my fault that a bunch of men congregate there because they know that pretty women like to dance, so they come there to watch them, and then they force their numbers on me and force their attention on me. I don't like that. It's just a side effect, an unfortunate side effect of going to the place that I like to go and doing the thing I like to do, which is dance and spend time with girls. So this is what you do. You say, look, I already told you from the beginning, and if I didn't tell you clearly enough, I'm telling you now, I'm not going to put up with you going to this club or these clubs or these house parties every weekend. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You cannot go there anymore. If you do go there anymore, we are done. I can't stop you from going there, but I can stop me from having a girlfriend or a partner that goes there. And I will not have a girlfriend or a partner that goes there. That is my decision. You may not be mine and be with me and simultaneously be doing that behavior. You can do that behavior and be single or with another man, or you can cease that behavior and be in a relationship with this man. But what you cannot do is both simultaneously. I can't tell you that you can't go to the club, but what I can do is tell you that you cannot go to the club and be in a relationship with me. That is what it is. That being said, I hear what you're saying, and so I'm gonna make a surprise for you that I think will solve the problem if you're telling me the truth about why you like to go to the club. I better not find out that you're going anymore, but I do have a surprise for you that might solve the problem if what you've just expressed to me is genuine and true and you're not lying to me about why you like the club. And then here's what you do. Don't do this with women that you've already ever slept with in the past, because you're not trying to be vindictive and like a woman would do when you're doing what I'm about to tell you to do. You're just literally doing what a woman does to you back to her. You're giving her attention test. You're giving her an SHIT test. You're putting her to the test to see if the word that she gave you about why she wants to go where she wants to go is true. And this is what you do. Got a call coming in. This is what you do. You gather up a list of all the pretty girls that you know, that you've not slept with, that you have friend zoned, that you just hang out with because maybe they're a perfect 10 or 8 or 9 in looks, but they're married and you respect other men's marriages. You should. Or maybe they have a boyfriend when you met them. Maybe you've been friends since you were kids and she's beautiful, but she's just not your type and you're not attracted to her mentally or emotionally, or you're just not her type and she's not attracted to you mentally or emotionally, whatever. Beautiful women that you've never slept with. If you don't have a lot of those, when you should, what you can do is make out some flyers. Make out some nice flyers. Spend like $50 online. Make out some nice flyers saying that you're throwing an after club or after party get together at your place or at an Airbnb. It depends on what you want. If you're paranoid about you don't want a bunch of strangers at your place, or if you just don't want to clean up after it or don't want to have your girlfriend clean up after it, rent an Airbnb. But make a flyer that says, there's an after party or after club get together at this address, and put the address of the Airbnb on it. Or better yet, don't put the address on it, because if you put the address on it, then just anybody can show up. But if you just put a number and say text for details, you can tell them to text a picture of themselves. And then if you don't find the women attractive, if they're not pretty by your standard, just don't give them the address. And then if they are, you say, you know, who all is coming with you, text a picture. And if all the women that are planning on coming, that are applying to your ad in your flyer, are pretty by your standard, give them the address. Tell them don't bring anybody other than who they said they were bringing in those pictures, and if they do, without confirming it with you, they will all be turned away at the door. Tell them in the flyer that there's free drinks, there's free food, there's free music. You know, if there's a swimming pool, that there's a swimming pool. If there's, you know, Netflix and Hulu or whatever, tell them you got to go get a projector from Walmart or order one off of Amazon and project Netflix and Hulu onto the wall of the backyard of the house. And you can put in the flyer, there's a little drive-in movie, there's Netflix, there's Hulu. If it's an Airbnb with, you know, 3 bedrooms or something, say, hey, there's guest bedrooms, so if you don't want to drive home, if you want to just stay the night, you can stay the night, no problem. Put all of the pros, all of the pluses, all of the selling points in the flyer. If you're giving free drinks and free food, say that. If there's going to be music, say that. There should be music. If there's going to be, you know, a projector with a movie playing on the back wall, say the drive-in movie in the back wall. You can binge watch whatever you want on Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus or Amazon Prime or whatever. Put all of the selling points, and you might come up with some that I haven't mentioned here that I didn't think of or that I just didn't say because I wouldn't do them. Put them in the flyer. Any selling point, put it in the flyer. And then what you do is you can either pay somebody $20 to do this for you, or if you're the kind of person that you're like, you know, if you want something done right, do it yourself, then do it yourself. If you don't trust another person's taste in women, then go do it yourself. What you do is on a Friday night or a Saturday night, you go to the area of wherever you live, you go to the area that all the clubs are, and you hand out these flyers to women that you think are pretty, and you just socialize with them a little bit. Say, hey, listen, I know after the club lets out, after everything is said and done, everybody's always looking for something fun to do. I'm having a get-together at my Airbnb. There's going to be free food, there's going to be free drinks, there's going to be great music, there's going to be a swimming pool, there's going to be a drive-in movie playing on, you know, the 20-foot tall, 20-foot wide wall in the backyard wall of the house. There's going to be, you know, chairs for you to sit there and watch a movie. There's going to be lounge chairs around the pool that you can swim, or you can just chill by the side of the pool, listen to music. You can dance. There's going to be a little dance floor area. Just give them all the selling points that are already in the flyer, but just tell them to them verbally so that you've established sort of a quick relationship with them, so they get to know your personality, feel comfortable with you a little bit. Say, listen, if you want to show up, show up. If you don't, that's fine, but you're invited. Don't bring anybody other than the people that I'm talking to right now. If you know someone else that you want to bring, text the number on the flyer, and you got to check in with me about it. If you try to bring somebody other than who I'm inviting right here, I'll remember. They'll get turned away at the door unless you text me and I approve them. That way they don't bring some unattractive person that it defeats the purpose of your tension test. Because the purpose of your tension test is your girlfriend is telling you she just likes to dance and with other girls and have fun and meet strangers that are women, and it's not about the men, and it's not about the attention of men, it's not about seeking the validation of men. She's not trying to seek the validation of another male or get his phone number. She just likes to dance with other pretty girls and meet stranger girls and meet new friends, blah, blah, blah. So you're going to provide that atmosphere for her with no males other than the ones you invite. Then you invite a couple of your good guy friends, you know, 5 or 10 of your best guy friends. Invite about 30 to 80 women with your flyers, because for $50, $20, $50, you can get hundreds of flyers printed out. So hand out 30 to 60, maybe 80 flyers. And you never know how many of them are going to show up. Might only be 10 out of those 30. Might only be 30 out of those 80. Might be 75 out of those 80. Doesn't really matter. The more the better. Invite them. Tell your girlfriend you've got the surprise for her. Hey, listen, I know we got in a little bit of a spiff. I know we got in a little bit of a fight. You know, we disagreed on the whole club thing, because I think that you know, I don't like that, you know, you're going out and dancing provocatively in front of other men, dressing like that in front of other men. but you say it's not about the men. You say you just like to dance, you just like to have fun, you just like to be around other girls, some that you know, some that you don't. By the way, invite some of her close friends, and tell them it's a surprise for her because you got in a fight and you're trying to make it up to her and you're trying to be sweet, you're trying to throw her a surprise party. So that way she's got girls there that she knows, just like she said she wants. She's got girls there that she doesn't know, because she says she likes to socialize and meet new people, and that it's not about men. She just likes to spend time with the girls. She just likes to dance and have fun. And then you invite her over, and you surprise her with a surprise party for her. No occasion, it's not a birthday. It's just, hey, I know that you like to dance. I know that you like the club atmosphere and the club environment, but you don't like those guys bothering you. So here's here's a nice dress for you. I got you a new dress. Here's your friends. Here's some strangers you can socialize with and make your new friends. Here's the club environment, the club flashy lights, the music, the atmosphere. There's even free food and drinks. Clubs have free drinks for girls, but they don't have free food. There's free food, free drinks. There's a swimming pool. They don't have that at the club. The swimming pool right there. There's a drive-in movie. It's everything you asked for and more. And I provided it for you. This is what women do to you all the time, known as a SHIT test, or as a tension test. They're testing your frame. They're testing what you're going to put up with. They're testing if you're a man of your word. They're testing if you can keep your cool while putting your foot down and being assertive, except you're testing her for different things. You're not testing her to see if she's going to be assertive with you and put her foot down, because that's not what she should be doing with a man. You're testing her to see if she's going to submit to you now that you've given her exactly what she claimed to want, minus all of the things that you made clear that you're not okay with her having. So now she's got what she allegedly wanted. There's a bunch of girls, strangers, and friends for her to socialize with. There's music, there's dancing, there's drinks, there's food, there's all the club environment, atmosphere, and music and lights. Only thing is missing is the male validation of men trying to sleep with her and telling her how sexy she is all the time. So if that's the only thing that's missing and she's not happy, she lied to you. Break up with her and have fun with all those girls that you invited. If she genuinely has fun, which is not going to be, it's not going to be often, because most girls are lying to you when they say this. But if she's one of the few and rare girls that was telling you the truth, and she genuinely just likes to dance and likes music, but doesn't want to do it alone, and likes to have some friends but some strangers, but it's not about the guys, it's about the girls, blah blah blah. If she's one of the few that meant that, then hey, she'll have the time of her life. You just did the sweetest, nicest thing for her she could imagine, and she'll genuinely like you more for it. If she was lying, she'll either make it clear that she was lying and you need to break up with her, because now you know why she really wanted to go to the club, or she'll tuck her tail between her legs and be like, dang, this dude's got a good point here. He caught me. I don't want him to break up with me, and I don't want to break up with him, so I better just act like I like this. And then now you've got a new fun thing to do with your girlfriend. Okay, that's what you do. That is in debate and in the realm of logical fallacies and debate. That is called reductio ad absurdum. Reductio ad absurdum. It means, in Latin, it means reduce your opponent's position in the debate to its logical absurdity. So she's telling you, I only like the girls, I only like the music, I only like the atmosphere, I hate the guys, blah, blah, gross guys. Then reduce her position to its logical absurdity. Hey, I provided you strange girls that you can socialize with and make new friends. I provided you girls you're comfortable with and already know that are your best friends. I provided you music. I provided you drinks. I provided you flashy club lights. I provided you a dance floor. Provided you swimming pool, movies, everything you could have ever wanted and more that you asked for, and then some. I provided you. So either you were lying, or you were telling the truth. Which one is it? This is known as reductio ad absurdum, which means reduce your opponent's position to its logical absurdity. If she gets mad and fights with you and blah blah blah, then you know that she was lying, and you need to turn that fight right back around where it belongs, on her. Accuse her of being the liar that she is, and tell her to get the hell out of your house, and then you have a fun night with these girls. Or she tells you you're the greatest boyfriend, greatest husband, greatest whatever you are to her ever, and you gave her exactly what she wanted, then you know she was telling you the truth, and that's great, fine. Everybody wins. But in both scenarios, you win. In one scenario, you win because you got rid of a lying trollop that just wanted to get males' attention and have men rubbing their penises on her rear end, dry humping her to music, and you got rid of that. You dodged that bullet. Or you win because your girlfriend's happy and it's in a way that makes you happy, without violating your principles. That is how you turn a woman's SHIT test in this specific scenario around on her. And in either scenario, whether it's you end up without your girlfriend surrounded by 30 to 80 beautiful women having fun that night, or if it's you end up with your girlfriend surrounded by 30 to 80 beautiful women while she's having fun with them that night and you're just enjoying all of their presences, either way you win. There's no losing in this scenario. SHIT test a girl when she tells you that bull crap. Tension test her. See how she likes being tension tested. See how she stands up under the pressure of that kind of test that she loves to give you so much. And either way you win. So that's the solution to the common question and objection problem men get from their girlfriend, from a woman that they like, from their wife, whatever, of it's not about the guys and the attention. I just like to dance. I just like the atmosphere. I just like the girls. I just like the music. I just like the lights. Why are you so controlling? Why are you so insecure about those things? It's not about the guys. That's the solution to that test. That's how you pass it, one way or the other. That's how she either passes it or fails it, but either way you win. Try it. Let me know how you like it. This is Sheriff Official. Come back and see me again.